Hi, how is everyone doing today? Since this is a just chatting stream, I'm gonna start talking pretty early, like as I'm doing now, because, well, this is a very chill stream. I hope the music reflects that. Let me turn it down a little bit. I hope it's not overpowering my voice, because my voice is pretty important for this. I have a bunch of things to talk about, so I'm gonna wait for people to start joining. While I'm talking, I'm going to be drawing a little something, so I'm gonna get that set up while we're talking about this. Ooh, this is an interesting song. I could do a music stream at some point. That could be a lot of fun. Because I like singing. I can collect a whole bunch of my old sheet music and I don't know, maybe just sing something. Sing a few things, maybe get some piano in the background. Oh, but I have to find the accompanying music or else it would sound really weird. But that's okay. Hey, Commander. How you doing? The singing is nice. Oh, I do really like singing. Since this is a talking stream, I'm gonna wait for some more people to join. Since this is I'm gonna talk about a lot of things about my Twitch channel, some of my other socials. Some plans for the next week or two, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm doing pretty good today. I'm pretty tired because I got my second shot. I got my second shot for the vaccine today, and so far my arm hurts, but that's about it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh. You do singing? I didn't know that. It's nice to know there's a fellow singer within the group of people I'm part of. That probably didn't make any sense, but that's okay. Yeah. I'm hoping at least Annie will be here, because I know Annie is pretty excited for some of the things coming up, and she would love to hear me talk about it. Oh! You went to state for bass? That's pretty awesome. See, in my high school, we were severely lacking bass. So, basically, in order to get into the state competitions for singing, all you had to do is hold a pulse and you were set to go. Yeah, my cousin is a really good bass, but I don't think he ever applied to state competitions. He would have been really good at it, but I don't think he had the guts for it. He's he's extremely introverted. Texas. Oh, you're from Texas? That's pretty cool. I have some family in Texas. I don't know them that well, I just know of their existence. That's pretty cool. Well, I also got into states for singing. I was a soprano too, because while I can get the super high notes, they're not. I'm not that good at singing the super high notes. One of my older sisters is a lot better at singing those very high notes. Yeah, so I got into states. It was fun. I got into like a more competitive competition, but I'm not gonna mention it because you could easily look it up and find my name or whatever. And find all that. Though it was a lot of fun. I don't know them well, I just know of their existence. Yep, 90% of my family is like that. Okay, maybe not 90%, because I have, at least 12 aunts and uncles, and all of them have an average of 3 kids each. So that's a lot of family. So I at least have 30 cousins. Half of them I don't know. I was considered bass, which makes no sense because I have a higher voice than the average male talking voice. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Maybe you naturally talk higher, but you're able to sing super low. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. I don't think anyone else is coming to the stream. That's unfortunate, but I might as well get into the drawing while I start talking about things. Baritone is lower than bass. Really? Then I've never met a baritone before, like a baritone singer, because I've only met a whole bunch of basses. You know, I should have known that, because I play an instrument called the baritone horn, and you'd think I would know that baritone is lower than bass, but the baritone horn is also considered... Oh, low brass. Brass. Okay, never mind. Brass and bass are 2 different things. I should know that. Bass 2 and sheet music are baritone. That's kind of funny. You know, something I find funny about myself is that I play the lowest, or not the lowest, but one of the lower low brass instruments, baritone horn. It's also known as euphonium. Well, okay. Euphonium, baritone horn, they're 2 separate instruments. I never quite found out which one I have. I'm pretty sure I have euphonium, but I'm not sure. But because I play that low brass instrument, I know how to read bass clef really well. Like, really well. But for singing, I am a high soprano, or, okay, maybe not a high soprano, but like a middle soprano. And so you think I'll be able to read treble clef, but no, I can't read treble clef. Because when it comes to singing music, I don't have perfect pitch, so I can't match a note to a note on the sheet music. There's a disconnect there. So I never needed to learn how to sing each note, because I can just hear the note and sing it. You're extremely tone gifted? Oh, that's pretty... That is cool. I am not tone gifted. Well, okay, what does tone gifted mean? Because the way... What that sounds like is you're able to keep a note, which is what singing is about. But do you mean like, able to... I don't know. The only instrument I played is the marimba. Okay. Performed Catching Shadows? I assume Catching Shadows is a song. Oh, you were randomly selected for state? Wait, let me read that. How many Catching Shadows for any other high school for state? Your other high school? That's kind of interesting. I can't sight read, but I can hear something once and fully recreate it. Oh! Oh, that is amazing. I wish I had that. I can sight read pretty well, but I can't listen to it and then recreate it. Well, okay. So I guess I can do that with portions of a piece, but not an entire piece. Went to 5 different high schools? You make me feel bad for my one. Wait. 5 different... How did that work? Like, were you doing 5 different high schools for, like, at the same time? I assume not at the same time. I hope not at the same time. Unless you had different classes at each high school. That could also make sense. Like, you would have, I don't know, music at one high school for like a music specialized high school, maybe English and math at another one, maybe science at another. I don't know. Maybe theater at another one? I don't know. That sounds pretty cool. So I am going to start switching to Clip Studio Paint. Alright, Clip Studio Paint. There we go. There we go. Get that open. So what I'm going to be doing here is just like, basically I'm going to be tracing over this person because why not? Turn down the opacity. 9th grade was 1, 10th grade was 2, 11th grade was 2, and 12th grade was 1. That's 6. Oh, I assume 1 overlaps between grades. So was that because you were moving around a lot, or is it because of the classes offered? Because that's very interesting. Were these all in Texas, or like different states? Because I've lived in the same state my entire life. I mean, but so I don't get out much. I really don't get out much. I am so naive of so many things of the world. You moved a lot? Okay, that makes sense. In the second half of 10th grade at the first school. Oh, so you like moved back. That's pretty cool. Alright, let me get my tool here. Nope, that is, I don't want it white. I want it to be black. Black like my soul. Black like my name. Black Haggith. I am Black Haggith. Hello. You're currently in North Carolina? Oh, that's pretty cool. Where is North Carolina? I'm gonna look up a map real quick. Make sure, what do you guys see on stream? Oh, you just see that, okay. Where is North Carolina? Google, tell me your knowledge. North Carolina. I don't know my geography. You probably know geography more than me because you've lived in different states. Oh, so that's on the East Coast. Cool. Cool. Yeah, East Coast gang. Alright, let me get back to this here. Oh, why is my laptop so hot? That's not good. You know what? I'm going to be right back. I'm gonna mute myself while I get my special glove so I don't burn myself. I'll be right back. Hello, I am back and with my special gloves so I don't hurt myself with the heat of my laptop. My special gloves so I don't burn myself. Oh yeah, so most drawing monitors come with a half glove, or basically it covers your pinky finger and your ring finger, I think, and it only covers those 2 fingers. That way your hand can glide across the surface, not only to, in my case, protect it from the heat, but it also protects you from, or protects your laptop from getting your, like, finger juices on. Finger juices. That's a really weird way to say that. It's not finger juices at all. It's, what do you call it? What do you call it? Grease. Yeah, grease. The grease on your fingers. I didn't know we're painting with hot glue sticks. No, I'm just doing this. Alright, well, since the stream is already like 16 minutes and I haven't talked about anything important, I guess I'm going to now talk about, what I'm going to talk about. I have a big list here. See, I come prepared. I have a list. So the first thing Yeah, oils from your skin. Yeah, like you know how your fingers are just like sometimes sticky and fingerprints. You know what fingerprints are? Yeah, fingerprints are caused by oils, which you don't want on your monitor. Okay, so anyways, the first thing on my list is, so I'm going to be moving soon. I'm gonna be moving cross country. I'm gonna sticky fingies. Thanks for that, Galvin Cart. Thanks for that. Also, I'm glad you could make it. I guess this is your first time hearing my voice, unless you went to my other streams, which if you have, thank you very much. Oh, that was a terrible line there. Yeah, so I'm going to be moving soon, in 2 days. So I'm really putting it up to the wire. I mean, I've already packed and everything, so I'm ready to go. The only thing I haven't packed is my stream setup, which is obviously why I'm streaming now, so I can pack it up as soon as I'm fingies. You know what? I'm gonna do the fingers first because of that. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving cross country to the west side of the country, not the west coast, somewhere in the middle. So I will be in a completely different time zone, even more separated from my friends that are across seas. Oh, no follower! Ah, Commander Flowboy, thanks for the follow! Woo! Wait, what was it actually a follow? I really hope that was a follow. Yes, it was a follow. Okay, cool, nice, thank you! You have day off school today? Oh, so you can fit in with the American time zones. So what is it? What time is it for you right now? Let me do the conversions real quick. EDT to Australia time. Oh, so it's actually a good time of the day for you. A good time right now. Sweet. It's 9 p.m. for me, so... Yeah, that's... Yes! That means I have solved the problem of time zones for Australia. I just have to stream late at night. Nice! That's great. It's terrible for the Europe people, but it's wonderful for Australia. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving soon, and what that means is, not only will I not be able to stream for the next week, I will most likely not be able to stream for the next week, and that also means that my schedule will be completely unknown until I get into the rhythm of it. So it would definitely be for a week I will not be able to stream, but after that I will not know when my streams will be until I get into the rhythm of things. Because I'm not moving into my own place. I am moving in with roommates, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Make the Europe people suffer. Yes. Sorry, Green. I don't know if you're watching this, but sorry, you're just, yeah. We're favoring the Australia people instead of the European people. Wait. Is Germany in Europe? Is Germany in Europe? Hold on. Mr. Google, is Germany in Europe? Am I being a complete idiot? Is Germany, that's not how you spell Germany. Yes, in Europe. Is, Western European country. Okay, so Germany is indeed in Europe, so yes. Germany is European. Okay, good. I am oblivious to so many things geographical, because I've lived in the same house basically my entire life. I'm very fortunate for you. It's a very nice house. But yeah, I've lived in the same house my entire life except when I was like 4 years old, and such. And yeah, it's gonna be a big change for me, especially since I do have family out there. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking about that. Next thing on my list is, oh, you know what, so because I won't be streaming for the next week or two, I'm not gonna quit streaming. This is just a temporary thing. I'm dedicated to streaming this, especially because I recently got 50 followers and 51 followers now. So that means I am on track for getting an affiliate, which is super exciting. That can, yeah. I mean, I honestly, I was starting to get very discouraged from streaming because it didn't seem like anything was going anywhere, but it's exciting because I'm getting so close to affiliate. Yeah, affiliate! It makes me very happy, very, very happy. Yeah, so even though I am dedicated to this streaming thing, for the next week or so, I will not be streaming because I am going to be spending time moving. I'm going to be spending time with family, getting all set up and meeting new friends, which is also very important. Very important in my life too. And I will be back. I will be back. I swear it. I will be back. I'm just not sure when. And I will still be active in my Discord server. So the Discord server, if you do !Discord, you'll get the link to my Discord server where I will still be active in. You can talk to me there. Which, speaking of, I have a whole bunch of things planned for my Discord server. It's like, I was planning on having a music channel set up, but since the recent thing with Groovy, where Groovy's being taken down by YouTube, that also leaves other music streaming services on Discord in jeopardy, because you don't know if they'll be taken down or something. But I'm gonna get a music blog, get a music channel going, so maybe I'll hang out in there and, well, you know, you guys can chill with me and listen to music and rickroll me if you want, but more likely I will be the one rickrolling, because I am the rickroll queen, and I will claim that title to my death. Rickrolling is my stick. Stick. Ooh, this is a lovely ear this person has. I don't know how to draw ears, that's why I'm tracing this. Anyways, yeah, I'm also gonna add an art channel soon, like where I'll post maybe some of the artworks I make. Yes, you could certainly recommend something. I am up for suggestions because my Discord channel needs people, basically. Yeah, I also have another text channel coming up. I'm not gonna name it, but it's actually I will name it, actually. It's called Word of the Day. Crunchy Ravioli, my sister, she's setting that up, I think. I might have to give her a push and say, hey, can you set this up? But that's in the works. I'm not entirely sure what it is. What else we're gonna add? Oh, I'm not gonna mention that. That is very much in beta. I'm not gonna mention that. I will also add a stage for events. Like at some point we can do a talent show, maybe some Jackbox games, because I think I have one Jackbox game that I got for free in Steam, so we're able to play that. Oh, also one of my other cousins has the other Jackbox games. Maybe I can ask him if we can borrow that, if he's okay with that. He might not be, but I'll still ask. So yeah, we might play Jackbox game. We could also play Draw Free or whatever. No, Draw Free. No, that's a channel. What do you call it? Some sort of Pictionary game, like a Pictionary, online Pictionary. That could be a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun. What else was I gonna talk about? I'm skipping through this list way too much. Oh yes. Okay, multiple times I've said that once I reach 50 followers, I will play a scary game. And the thing is, I hate scary games. I hate scary games with a passion. But for 50 followers, I'm playing a scary game. And now that I've reached 50 followers, even though, okay, I should probably mention something. So even though when you go to my channel, it says I have 50 followers, when I go to the affiliate page, it says I only have 46. So I don't know if that means it's still loading or something like that, or if I need to get a few more followers. But either way, My channel says 50 followers, so I will be playing Scary Game. And I'm gonna reveal that Scary Game now, because I've had it planned forever and such. The Scary Game I'll be able to play, I'm playing is Little Nightmares. Because I got it for free on Steam. Yep, I got it for free, so I'm gonna play it. I hate horror games. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't like scary games. Okay, well. Oh, this is, yeah, a Scary Game. A lot of fun, Affiliate refreshes weekly. I'm really hoping that. Because once the affiliate page, if that is the case, if it updates, then I should be able to get affiliate as long as I get an extra hour of streaming and whatnot. Because recently I haven't been streaming much because, you know, I'm moving. I'm preparing for moving. It's gonna be a big change. Gotta prepare for it. And such. Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, Little Nightmares. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Just that it's scary. I heard that it's scary. It's a horror game and such. Alright, anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is, what else have on my list here? I already talked about that.
Guess who bought themselves a 50-pack of pizza rolls?
Hey chat, say hello to Crunchy Ravioli. She just walked into the room saying she bought herself some pizza rolls. Crunchy Ravioli is my sister and my chat mod and Discord mod.
Also, a frozen loaf of bread whacked me on the head today.
A frozen loaf of bread whacked you on the head. A frozen loaf of bread, really? Really? Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I guess bread just doesn't like me.
But you are bread. Okay, for context, on Chronicle SMP, Crunchy Ravioli plays a character named Bread, and she is Bread. Yep, chat says hi. Yep, Goblin and Commander. Yes, pizza rolls. Are you gonna share those pizza rolls with us?
No, they're mine. Last time I had pizza rolls, people tried to get a lot out of me. We agreed to giving them one. Then they went, no, I want 4.
Oh, they're stealing your pizza rolls.
And I'm like, you can't say you want more after we agreed on a number.
They're stealing your pizza rolls.
It's appalling.
Oh, you've never had pizza rolls, Goblin? So funny story.
I think like half of the population at least hasn't had pizza rolls.
Oh yeah, the first time I had a pizza roll was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I only got it because it was on sale. Just a frozen loaf. Yes. I Am Bread the game. I Am Bread. That's a game. I completely forgot about that game. That game could be so much fun. Okay. I'm gonna go on Steam right now. Look that up. I Am Bread. Come on, work. Do I have to get my...
If it's under $5, will you buy it right now?
I Am Bread. No, I'm not right now. I Am Bread. It's $13. I'll put it on my wish list so I can... So when it goes on sale, I can get it.
Maybe your friend will get it for you for Christmas.
Maybe a friend will get it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll end up getting it for you for Christmas.
That is a wonderful suggestion. Thank you. Oh, by the way, Commander, earlier you said you had a... Oh, I didn't see that. I used Pretzel Rocks for streaming and streaming using OBS Streamlabs. Pretzel Rocks. Ooh. From Google, pizza rolls look kind of like a Vegemite scrolls. Vegemite scrolls? I have had Vegemite before. My dad introduced me to Vegemite and I do not like it.
A big thing of Vegemite.
Yeah. Vegemite is basically... It looks like Nutella, but it is not Nutella. It is it is not Nutella. It is the saltiest thing. It's basically if you were...
seasoning.
Yeah, it's a seasoning. It's basically a seasoning. You had Vegemite for breakfast? Nice. Oh, you Australians with Vegemite. You know how hard it is to get Vegemite in the US? And my dad had to like jump through hoops to get some of it, just for none of us to like it. I'm pretty sure we still have the same thing, the same bottle of Vegemite from like 2 years ago. You're not crazy about it though? It's good enough. Oh, bread and if you mix it with butter, that could be good. Vegemite is cursed Nutella. Vegemite is cursed Nutella. I completely agree with that.
The forbidden. Nah, the forbidden Nutella.
Forbidden Nutella. Nice.
No.
Okay, well. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to my list here of things to talk about. We'll have.
You're not gonna talk about me more?
No, I'm not gonna talk about you more.
How dare you?
Yes,
How dare you not talk about me when I rudely barged into this room?
I do dare to not talk about you because you're not the focus of this. This is my channel.
How dare you? I'm the star here.
You're not the star. You're the comedic relief. For me, it's the other way around.
Exactly.
Nutella's
I'm the star.
Oh, you're allergic to Nutella? I guess that would make sense. I wonder what part of it would be. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to my list here because I have
the hazelnuts.
Maybe you're allergic to hazelnuts? I don't know. So I'm gonna go back to. I have 2 more things to talk about. I need to talk about the Chronicle SMP update, which is a Minecraft roleplay server that I own currently, and it's strange saying I own it because I wasn't the original owner. Yeah, so we do have a lot of big plans planned for that. Wait, you're allergic to tomato? Can you have ketchup? Is ketchup watered down in enough tomato that you can have it? I doubt it, but just fresh tomatoes. Oh, so you can have spaghetti, but not a cherry tomato that your mom grew in the garden. Pizza okay? Oh, sweet, you can have pizza. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Yeah, Chronicle SMP. We have a lot of big plans coming up for it. A lot of stuff that I can't say because it's been... a lot of these have been ideas that came up months ago. Secrets. Yes, a lot of secrets. Yes, you were right on that. Yeah. And hopefully that stuff will be able to happen soon. Because stuff with the Chronicle SMP is going a lot slower than I wanted to. But that's mostly because of everyone's schedule is incompatible. Because we have someone from Germany, we have someone from England, we have people all across, well, 2 people from Canada. We have 2 people in either sides of Canada. We have like 3-4 people from the USA, all in completely different parts.
And soon to be like another
That's cool.
part.
You've seen people eat tomatoes like apples before and it's horrific.
I do that.
You do that?
I do that.
I do that too.
That's how I eat tomatoes.
You eat tomatoes like an apple.
Nah.
I also eat tomatoes like an apple. You know what I also like an apple? I eat like an apple? Tomatillos. You pretty much no one knows what tomatillos is, but basically it tastes like a slightly sweet pepper. And I don't like peppers. I don't like peppers. It's another fact about me. She eats them whole with salt and pepper. What? You add salt and pepper onto tomatoes? I mean, maybe if you... Like, if you were to take tomatoes, cut them in half, put, like, salt and pepper on them, maybe some more oregano, and then put them in the oven and cook them like that. Maybe that would be good. You know what a tomatillo is? Crunchy, did you hear that? Crunchy ravioli. Did you hear that? Are you happy?
Who said that?
Commander.
Nice. Okay, so we have like entire flat plants growing in the garden because some people did not know how big they would get. So now we basically have a tomatillo forest. And I gotta say, we haven't checked the garden in like what? A week?
Oh, we let the chickens into the garden. The garden are eating what other scraps we have left in the garden.
Still gotta check those tomatillos because they don't just eat them.
Oh, the chickens love tomatillos. I fed them a couple tomatillos that were bad. Yes, we have chickens. I think we have 8. Yeah, we have 8 chickens right now. which are a combination of 3 different flocks that we were giving people. Like, we had this one flock of a family that was moving away. We had another flock from my aunt and uncle, which the rest of the chickens had died, and we just got the rest of them.
Traumatized survivors.
The traumatized survivors. More, and then we got some more from another family that couldn't take care of them, I think. Either couldn't take care of them or they were moving. I don't remember exactly.
They were on vacation and they were just like, so yeah, they might be dead.
Yep. But yeah, we have a whole bunch of chickens, and we joked that we are the chicken retirement home, the retirement village. We pretty much are, because we're taking people's chickens that they don't want. So that means that we don't have to hatch them. Well, okay, we've never hatched chickens. We got them from like a chicken hatchery or whatever.
We buy the eggs and they come already hatched because it takes a bit longer to get to us.
Nah, they're already hatched by the time they get to us. No, not by the time. I didn't mean to say that. I did not mean to that. I meant to say...
Yeah, they're already hatched by the time they get to us.
Yeah, they hatched and then they put them in boxes and shipped with us. That's how we get our chickens. Anyways, I need to get back to talking about my list here.
So easily.
Oh, for Chronicle SMP, we've got more people joining. We have 2 more people joining, including one person in chat knows who one person is, because, well, I don't know if I should reveal, but yeah, there's more people joining. Also, also, a shout out to my friend, Green Annan, also known as Green, also known as Annie, and apparently to one person, Pine, or Pineapple Lady, or whatever.
Yeah, Pine.
Anyways, it's fine. Green Annan. Whoever could be joining. Oh, that is not how you spell it. Green Annan. Green Annan. She, if you search it up, and look at her YouTube channel, she's been recording her perspective on Chronicle SMP stuff, and she's it's a good record of what we've done so far and updates on the story and such. I mean, it doesn't include absolutely everything because it's only from her perspective, but she does a really good job on YouTube.
Hint, hint, go watch it and subscribe to her.
Yeah, go watch it. She deserves more love. She deserves a lot more love. She puts a lot of effort into the episodes. I think she's on episode 13 right now, which is...
Either 13 or 14.
Up to 13. Which means that it's up to date, which is scary. Because at some point we were steamrolling ahead of her.
Because we haven't done anything.
We haven't done anything in a while.
That's why I have to do something with her, you know?
Yeah, we have to do something with her. I haven't talked to her about it in a while.
She's already gotten past the
Yeah, the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's already uploaded the dungeon thing. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Oh, you have to watch because I keep reading through the storylines and stuff. Oh, yeah. Goblin, about that. A lot of the excess text channels that we have, those are extremely outdated, and most of them were ideas from when the roleplay server was just in its infancy. So yeah, so that would be very confusing. Go watch her. It's a good record of what has happened so far, and a good record of all the characters that have been introduced.
You can also watch the person that you're watching right now's VODs on YouTube if you want to sit through hours of half role playing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my VOD channel it's
Black Haggith VODs.
Yeah, Black Haggith VODs. If you search it up on YouTube, you'll be able to find it. You can watch all the VODs.
You can also just do a general Google search and it'll bring you to the YouTube.
Yeah, you do a general YouTube search. The link is also in my Twitch profile. Not profile, what do you call it? The channel thing?
Bio?
About me. Yeah, it's in the About Me as a link.
About me. That's just the bio.
Yeah. True, that is just a bio. Let me finish this hand here.
The hand.
Yep, there we go. It's a wonderful hand. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning, darling. Stunning. Alright, what else was I doing? Oh, one more thing to talk about. I don't know if TikTok is still cringy, but I do have a TikTok. I have one thing on it. Do I have it linked in my About Me? I might not. But if you're interested, you can go ahead and look it up and such. But yeah, let me check my channel. Do I have it linked there? You used to do VODs? Do you not do VODs now? No, well, that's fine. Oh, I should probably mute. Oh, it's already muted. Okay, so I do not have it linked. I will have to change that, but yeah, I have a TikTok. If you go on TikTok and search Black Hacketh, you can find it. I have this one TikTok on, but I have plans for more, including memes about Chronicle SMP, maybe some of my other streams I'll put together in a compilation. Compilation of all of, like, the best moments or whatever. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun making it if I have time. Maybe that's what I'll do instead of streaming, because this next week I will not be able to stream because I'm moving and such.
You're gonna be displaced.
Yes, I'm gonna be displaced for quite a bit, but it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna meet more people. I'm dropping my pen. Drop my pen.
You're dropping your pen. Give it to me. I promise I won't do anything.
This is an expensive pen. I am not giving it to you, especially when you just touched pizza rolls.
It's been a minute since I've touched pizza rolls.
You still touched pizza rolls. You still touched the pizza rolls.
If I had offered one to you, you would have touched it too.
True, but I didn't want a pizza roll. Because I already had some chicken nuggets earlier. Chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a TikTok. If everything goes according to plan, I will upload some stuff on it in the next week instead of streaming. Oh, maybe I should link it somewhere in the Discord server too. Yeah, that could be good. That could be good. Anyways, that's all I have on my list of things to say. Alright, I'm just gonna go through it one more time. I'm moving. I will not be streaming for the next week because I'm moving. I will be back. I'm not sure when. I have 50 followers and hopefully it refreshes and I'll be able to get to affiliate. I'm going to be playing a scary game, Little Nightmares. I mean, after I move and get settled down, I'll be playing that. So Little Nightmares is going to be a lot of fun. I have some plans for the Discord server. There's a lot of things coming up for the Chronicle SMP. You should check out Green Annan. She's pretty cool. And I have a TikTok. That's it. That's everything I want to talk about now.
Next time you stream is probably when I bug you, going, I'm bored, do something with me. And that legit is probably how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be like, yo, let's play on Hypixel on Bedrock.
On Bedrock? No thanks. Well, I have...
I've forgotten what servers are on Java. I don't go on servers.
Hypixel is on Java too. It's not just a Bedrock server.
Good.
You play at this point. You play more Bedrock than Java.
Ooh.
You do play a lot because all your other friends are on Bedrock.
Yeah, because they don't have like actual computers.
Like Pongo.
Yeah.
Pongo.
And then that other one that doesn't really go by any other name.
Spice Cone?
Or should I say Spice Cone?
Spice Cone. Alright, yeah. Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, let's just plug my friend's channel that he hasn't uploaded on for like at least a year. Yeah, it's Pongo Ruby.
Nope. I'm not gonna do a shout out for a guy who bullies me every time I join his server. He bullies me. He straight up bullies me. Crunchy Ravioli has a friend that bullies me.
Story time.
Story time on this world on Bedrock. It's owned by Crunchy's friend Pongo. I became the potato queen, and my sole goal was to mess with the other people, but that ended up being specifically Pongo.
Because he gets mad the most.
He's really easy to aggravate. Yeah. It's quite a lot of fun, because I could tell he's having fun with it too. But he thinks I'm a complete idiot. He thinks I am a a noob in Minecraft, which is funny because I've been playing Minecraft since the 1.3 update. Like all the way back then. Like,
okay, so it was 1.3 when we started.
I think it was 1.3 because there was a jungle, and it was before horses, before witches, before bats. There was definitely a jungle.
When your account was made.
True. Wait, no, I can't. Oh.
Why don't you check?
Because I know on Name MC it records when people change their username, but I'll have to check when the account was made. I don't, unless someone in chat can change that. Yeah, pretty cool.
You mean by change that?
Not us.
Check that, you mean?
Check that. I'm sorry.
That.
Check that. Not change it. Please don't change my Minecraft account. Please
Yes.
don't hack it.
Change the username.
Change the username. No, I am never changing.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black. Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Change it to Haggy Black. She won't be able to change it for another 30 days and not get her name back for another, like, what, 60?
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
No. No. I will not accept that. I will not accept it. That is the worst name I have ever heard.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black. It's already grown on you. Haggy Black.
It is growing on me. Haggy Black is indeed growing on me. Unfortunately. Unfortunately is very much growing on me.
Oh, I know. Haggy Black is just your soft alter ego.
It's
Haggy Black.
Haggy Black. You know, if I came up with a nickname for you that's like that, I wouldn't put it past you to create an entire new Minecraft account just with that name.
Yes.
Maybe I should do
I
that.
have money now.
Yes, you have money now.
Wait, you gonna?
I'm gonna check if Haggy Black is available. Haggy Black.
Yes.
It's available. Oh boy.
I was imagining with a Y.
Oh, with a Y? Let me check that. It's probably available. No one else could possibly come up with this.
What besides me? Am I that
Besides you.
demented?
You're not demented. I mean, like that? Haggy.
Yeah.
Haggy Black. Haggy Black.
It's available.
It's available.
0 searches per month.
Oh, am I actually gonna buy the account? Am I actually gonna buy the account and take that
Yes.
username? No, I would do it with the IE. Because I like the IE better. The IE does look better, but that's pretty funny. That could be a joke.
You gotta join Chronicle SMP.
That's
Haggy Black.
My alter ego.
Ooh.
I would have to put it past everyone else first, because you know it's I'm not the only one on the server. I need to actually.
No, you gotta save it for April Fools.
April Fools. I don't know. Is Chronicle SMP gonna last that long? I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
It's probably gonna be like a slow burn.
A slow, yeah. At this point, yeah, because our schedules are so crazy. At this point, yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably still gonna be around.
Probably. Maybe some different people, more people. Maybe.
Haggy Black now.
Haggy Black.
Haggy
You're never gonna let me forget that, are you?
Black. Haggy
You're never gonna
Haggy
let me forget.
Black. You can always change the username of that account later.
True, but Haggy Black will forever be tainted in name MC.
Yes.
I can live with that. I can very much live with
Haggy
that.
Black. Haggy Black. Haggy Black.
Just show up at peak lore with Haggy Black.
Wait, will I join with my ult?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just in the middle of the lore, it's super intense. People are dying. Okay, maybe not dying, but people are dying.
People are losing.
And all of a sudden, Haggy Black. Haggy Black just shows up in the middle of lore, just chilling there like, hey, you want some cookies? and then they just leave. They give cookies and leave. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing.
That toe looks so funky.
It does look like a very funky toe, but I really don't care.
But
I can clean it up later. I'm just tracing this because it's mindless work and I don't need to think about the end product. Also, I can maybe use the drawing for something else. Oh yeah, like I made an actual logo for her Chronicle SMP. Okay, it's not really a logo, but it's more like it looks like an open book with like a green background. You got sparkles going out of it or whatever.
Sparkly.
Yeah, so it's not much of a logo. I did the same thing where I traced an image and then just put a background to it. I think it looks pretty cool. I'll have to put it on the Discord server at some point. Actually, I might be able to open it up so you... Yeah. Let me change this to save as. What should I name this as? Person sitting. Person sitting out. Trace. No, trace. Person sitting trace. I'm gonna save this. No, open up documents. Yep, there we go. And then I'm going to open up the Chronicle SMP icon. There it is. Look at it. It's beautiful. I really like it. It looks good from a distance, just like that. But when you move closer, you can see that like that right there is messed up, and you know right there too.
The pages are too thin for you.
Right there. Yeah, the pages are a bit thin too. See, I think this looks.
Go, I'ma head out.
Pages are just like, all right, goodbye. I think this looks really cool, and it looks cool as a server icon on like a Minecraft multiplayer list. Yeah, I think it looks cool. Do not save. All right, back to this, anyways. So yeah, oh, it says I have 5 followers, or not 5 followers, 5 viewers. Awesome. Well, for anyone that's here and missed what I was talking about and such, basically I'm gonna be moving and I won't be able to stream for the next week and possibly longer than that because well, I'm moving. I need to get settled down, figure out where my stream setup is gonna be.
She's got no clue what she's doing.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing. I do.
Wait, is this gonna be your first time taking an airplane?
Oh yeah, I'm going in an airplane for the first time. I have never been in an airplane before. Actually, that's a lie. I went in an airplane when I was 4 months old. But I have not since. So technically I have not gone in an airplane.
That means I'm the only one that hasn't!
Correct. You have not been in an airplane yet. You have not. Yeah. There was also, so basically, I won't be streaming for the next week, but after that, I'm still dedicated to stream. I will still be streaming. I will still be streaming after I get it all set up and all worked out and such, because I will have roommates, which yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that, but I will be back. Also, I have 50 followers, kind of. Affiliate says I only have 47, but my channel page says I have 51, so that's...
You're 51 now?
Yeah, because, Commander followed.
Nice!
Commander followed, it's really nice. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this.
Well, you're getting distracted by the things that you gave yourself to do.
Yeah, that's how this works, right? Yeah, so I will get a affiliate soon, which is really exciting. Hopefully, I'll see if I can figure it out. And because I have 50 followers, I will be playing a scary game, and this scary game is Little Nightmares, because I got it for free on Steam. Also, on my Discord server, I have a few things planned, such as a music bot, if music bots still exist, because Groovy's being shut down by YouTube and such. We'll see if the other bots hold out. I'm also gonna create a art channel and a stage for events, and I think this other text channel that Crunchy might be working on called Word of the Day, whatever.
Oh yeah!
You forgot about that,
I
didn't
did!
you? Anyways,
I need to continue my list.
Yep, Chronicle SMP update. There's big plans coming up. There's a few more people joining, and go watch Green Ann if you want to get caught up on all the lore, because she's really good at this thing. Green Ann. Oh, that's not. I'm done.
You can just search up like Chronicle SMP and you'll probably.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Green is the best. Green is awesome. Green is awesome. She's.
She makes it
She's
into
really
shorter, watchable sections.
Yeah, she makes it watchable.
Yeah.
It's great. Also, I have a TikTok, so if you want to look up Black Haggith on TikTok, you can find it. I only have one video so far. I think it's pretty funny. So that's great.
You believe so, but do others believe so? That is the question.
Yeah, well, that's all. TikTok like grand. Jay, I will not put it past you if you don't know what TikTok is, but yeah, Jay's here now. He's been talking in chat like, Black is distracted. Whoa, yeah.
No.
Me distracted? No, never. I'm never distracted.
Distracted by the thing that's supposed to keep her occupied? What?
Yeah. Look at this person's eyes. They look into your soul. Beautiful eyes you have there. Alright, let me see if I can. I'm gonna make the
one on the right, the people needs to be a bit bigger.
There we go. I got it.
You're welcome.
Alright, I'm almost done with tracing this person. So yeah, I will most likely post something on my TikTok in the next week or so to make up for the loss of streaming. Because, you know, I'll actually have time to, like, do video editing and such.
Or you won't.
Or it won't. Yeah, it could go either way. Oh, I forgot this foot here. What beautiful ears you have. All the better to hear you with. You're describing the Little Red Riding Hood thing. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That is perfectly fine. I like Little Red Riding Hood. Alright, this image is very fuzzy. I think that's a toe. I think this is another toe. And that's another. And another. This thing looks... It does not look like a foot. It does not look like a foot at all, but that is okay. Beautiful. Let's see what she looks like with no colors. That looks pretty cool. Let me add the spine to the book. Let me add the spine to the book. I'm not going to do the background. The book now has a spine. That's pretty cool. If I didn't trace it, I would say this is impressive. But I traced it, so that's okay. Mustn't leave out the toes. Yep. Alright, well. I finished tracing it. I think. Yeah, I finished tracing it now, and now that means that's gonna be the end of the stream. Well, I hope you all enjoyed listening to me and got some updates for what's up and coming. And well, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye!